Hello everybody! We are back and we are streaming Sam and Max onto the second chapter of this thing, endeavor, whatnot, madness, insanity, craziness. Yeah. So we're on to the second chapter of this, which, as you will see in just a second, is called Situation Comedy. So yeah. And it's a standoff. Beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, it's the tear gas grenade launcher from the last game.
I got it! I got it!
Poor Max. Can't even answer the phone.
Yes? Yes? Sweet mother of double jeopardy backstroking and butterscotch. We're on our way.
Who was it? The Girl Scouts lawyers again?
That was the commissioner. You will never guess which unduly famous TV personality made the most wanted criminals list this week.
Phyllis Diller? Gavin McLeod? Wink Martindale?
Close. Myra Stump, the darling hawk of daytime talk.
Myra? As in America's mom? The woman who told Tom Hanks to get a haircut? Surely you jest.
She's holding her audience hostage and giving them valuable gifts against their collective will.
I don't normally endorse the use of the word dastardly, but this is clearly dastardly. I think.
We've got to drive over to the station right away, or at our earliest convenience.
Great. I've been itching to bust some skulls since they canceled my so-called life.
Right away or at our earliest convenience. So yeah, we get to go visit a TV studio. So that should be fun. Hi, Max. Bye, Max.
Mr. Spatula's looking good today.
Isn't he plastic?
I mean, he's moving, so I hope he's not plastic. But you never know.
Where's the rest of the news collection, Max?
It's a surprise.
Your surprises scare me, Max. Goodness gracious. Poor Hubert's over here still dying.
Hubert doesn't look so hot, Max.
Doesn't look any worse than he did 2 months ago.
Okay, fair enough.
Sam, it's me. Open the window. I'm trapped on the ledge again.
Poor Max. Just gets ignored all the time.
Sam, come on. I have to pee. And the PTA is here, and they're carrying signs.
I wonder how many times he called.
Hey, Sam, it's me again. I found a way to solve all 3 of my problems at once. But I'm going to be needing Dale.
Well then.
Hi, Sam. This is your therapist calling. I have to cancel our appointment because I'm giving up the practice to go into publishing. Speaking of which, thanks for all your great material.
Okay then, Sybil.
Sam, it's me. Open the window. I'm trapped on the ledge again.
Well then, glad that Max is doing all this exciting stuff with his life, like getting trapped on the ledge. Should probably stop doing that.
Anybody home? Guess not.
No, Jimmy? Anything in our closet this time?
Brady cultures hair. It makes for an unwieldy but oh so enchanting memento of our first case in a long while.
He howled like a sick wallaby when I shaved it off him. Good times.
Good job. You stole a man's hair. I'm so proud of you all. So proud. Okay. Thugs and hoodlums.
Our Thugs and Hoodlums file cabinet is almost full.
I help it if I come from a large family.
So basically it's Max's family tree. Not, like, people they catch, no, just his family tree.
Very disturbed individual sits here.
Yeah, you know, it's an accurate assessment. Alright, office door we go. And out to the street. Man, you are taking a long time to go to the street. isn't even anything out there. Why are you lagging so badly? Holy crap, the lag is real. One sec. Okay. Alright. Alright there. Turn the music down too so I can hear myself. Okay. Alright, let's see if that helps. Yeah, low game graphics did it. Apparently I just did not like the high graphics. And that's still for rent. Let's see. Secret Cub Scout Arsenal uncovered. Ooh, fancy. Bosco's is still here. And...
What ho, Samuel? Maximilian?
What the?
You're probably wondering how I know your names.
Not really.
It's me, Bosco.
You don't say.
What's with the slanted soup strainer, Bosco?
Bosco? I know not that moniker. I am Lord Reginald Rumplebottom, Earl of Dukedom III.
Sam, what language is he speaking?
I'm not sure, Max, but I think it might be English.
Earl of Dukedom III. Because that's a very legitimate sounding title. Not Earl of anything or Duke of anything, just Earl of Dukedom III. I am so proud, Bosco.
No, really, what made you convert to British?
It's 'cause everybody's got an in for me, that's why.
Yeah, we heard.
I had to get a disguise to throw them off the trail. Oh, they'll never find me now.
They wouldn't even know where to begin to look.
Clever clogs.
What sick forces of evil are bedeviling you this time?
It's the skin bodies, man. They're after me.
Skin bodies? Sounds like a pack of belligerent nudists.
Oh, no. The skin bodies are like skinheads, but 10 times worse.
Sure they're not 100 times worse?
Yeah, maybe 100 times, maybe 1,000,000.
Well then. What are they doing?
These skin bodies, what exactly are they doing to you?
They're stealing pinching my shaving cream.
Of all the things of yours they could pinch, why the shaving cream?
So they can shave their bodies, of course.
Of course.
'Cause they're skin bodies.
Not to be rude, but why isn't your fancy pants defense system stopping these skin bodies?
Well, after the whole video delivery conspiracy, I figured I better build something to keep people from bringing stuff into my store.
So?
So, I needed to borrow some of the high-tech detecting parts from BTADS.
Meaning nothing's stopping people from taking stuff out of the store anymore.
Dash it all! I knew I forgot something!
So basically, he made it so that people can steal stuff, but they just can't bring anything in. Good job, Bosco. So proud. Okay, so skin bodies are stealing his shaving cream. He is paranoid per usual, and he is Lord Reginald Rumplebottom, Earl of Dukedom III.
We want to buy something.
Yes, quite so, quite so.
Do you have any complimentary fresh garlic?
No.
Oh, but garlic is so good.
Do you have any fine leather jackets?
No.
Do you have any gumballs the size of your head?
No.
Really?
Do you have any +2 plate armor of limitless squeezability?
No.
No +2 plate armor of limitless squeezability. Oh no. That's awful. Why would you not carry that? Let's see.
Do you have any Pez dispensers with the head of infamous Mexican revolutionary Pancho Villa?
Nope.
Well, what do you have? Give me just a second. I just realized I'm doing display capture and not, you know, game capture. Or game capture is capturing stuff it's not supposed to be capturing. It's weird. Anyway, figured I'd take care of that.
Do you have any ketchup?
Nope. Oh, wait.
Got you.
Blast! Drat! Dash it all!
We did get him.
Do you have any complimentary fresh garlic?
Nope.
And now we're back to the beginning.
What have you got?
Well, there is still one kind of shaving cream the blooming skin bodies haven't got yet.
Oh, yeah, I love shaving.
That's funny. I've never seen you shave.
I didn't mean myself.
And I have a most peculiar device behind the counter.
Well then.
What peculiar device are you so eager to pawn off on us this time?
It's the latest in Bosco tech innovation. A delightful invention I like to call a chemical-based voice modulator.
Voice modulator? What's that?
I do believe it's self-explanatory.
We don't really have time to explain it to ourselves. Why don't you just explain it to us?
Well, it alters the frequency of your voice molecules. Very useful, very useful.
Makes your voice sound different. Alright then.
We'd like that voice modulator.
That will be 30 shillings.
Yeah, I left our shillings in my other pants. How much in dollars?
Let's see. 30 shillings would be about 1 million American dollars.
$1 million? No way are we giving out that many tickets.
I think we'll have to find an entirely new revenue stream if we want that voice modulator.
Worth every shilling, trust me, trust me.
Yep, that's definitely not the exchange rate, Bosco. Good job.
We'll take your last can of shaving cream, old chap.
Splendid, spiffing, tickety-boo. Just bring it to the counter.
Nothing for us right now.
Indeed.
Indeed. You're under arrest.
Hands in the air, Bosco. You're coming with us.
Good heavens! What is the meaning of this?
We're taking you in for masquerading as a man of class and distinction.
What the devil? Surely you jest.
Yes, surely we do. On the bright side, now you can add the police to your long list of paranoia-induced nightmare subjects.
Pshaw, piffle, pish-posh.
We're so nice.
Thanks, Bosco.
Such kind
Pip, pip,
people.
honey nut Cheerio.
Pip pip, honey nut. Oh my gosh.
I could use a shave.
I'll say, your 5 o'clock shadow goes clear to your ankles.
Paws off, pig! Dog! Pig dog! The skin bodies rule the streets!
Blast, bugger, blimey, balance. The little bladder did it again. After him. Tally-ho.
Tally-ho.
Tally-ho, fool.
Tally-ho fools. Yeah. Got Jimmy and his fellow skin buddies coming after us now. Or at the very least coming after the shaving cream.
No thanks. I brought my lunch today.
That's disgusting, Sam.
Whipped liverwurst.
Want some?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, that does sound kind of disgusting.
Sludgies. This week's flavors? Bangers and mash.
That's sausages and potatoes to you Yanks.
Oh, good. For a second, I thought it was something disgusting.
Well then, I mean, in that sludgy machine it probably is disgusting, let's be honest.
Stay out of the loo. It's knackered.
Well then.
Say, Max,
I am not getting in that thing again. It took me weeks to get the fishy smell out of my fur.
You poor unfortunate soul.
chilled and preserved fluids.
I wonder if Bosco used the fluid sample I submitted.
I hope not.
Yeah, I also hope not. Who knows what was in that sample? Okay, well, guess we're going after the skin bodies. Mystery pastry. It wouldn't kill you to try it. Well, I'm glad to know it won't be murdering me.
Never happened, Thomas.
You guys are in a tiny toy car. Like, seriously. Tiny toy car. I have an actual car.
Where are we going, Sam?
Hey,
The skin bodies can't be stopped!
You're going after those
after
rats.
those rats.
That car belongs to a drug dealer. Lovely. Okay. So once it loads up...
There they are! Let's get them!
How do those laughably small wheels move so fast?
You'll never catch us! The skin bodies can't be stopped!
It's cute that you think that.
Take the wheel, little buddy.
It is so cute that you think that. I have better aim than you.
Shoot them, Sam!
I'm trying, but they have good reflexes.
Well, if we can force them into a pothole. Maybe...
You can't dodge my shots forever.
Gotcha! The skin buddies can't be stopped!
Maybe if I go...
This time.
The skin buddies can't be stopped!
Yeah, that's what you think. Ah, just a little late. So close. I gotta do it like right before they get there, but I'm doing it just a tad too late to actually get them to go into the
Skin
manhole.
buddies can't be stopped!
Hey, the shaving cream!
Okay, hold on tight, little buddy.
Mommy!
Mommy! Well, we got the shaving cream. And she is now a tabloid rag, no longer a therapist. Alien love triangle.
Sam! Max! How nice to see you! I don't suppose you have any candid photos of little green men feeling frisky, do you?
Huh?
Huh?
It's my new career! I'm a tabloid publisher specializing in the thoughtful analysis of groundbreaking news of interest to myself and others like me.
What's it called?
The Alien Love Triangle Times.
So
you're a publisher now?
Publisher.
What happened to psychotherapy?
I've always had a fascination with the suppressed and the sensual, and for telling people too much about both. Publishing the Alien Love Triangle Times is a logical extension of all my previous careers. Except maybe Vatican spokesperson.
you were a Vatican spokesperson? How many careers have you had, Sybil? Goodness gracious.
Are you doing any psychotherapy on the side?
Only on space aliens.
I guess that narrows your clientele quite a bit.
No, not really.
Well then.
How about a quick analysis, for old time's sake?
Oh, all right. Think of a number between 1 and 4.
3.5.
You're harboring feelings of guilt over previous feelings of remorse.
That's so true.
Well then.
What was it you said about a photo?
My new tabloid, the Alien Love Triangle Times, needs a cover photo of an extraterrestrial biological entity, or alien as the unwashed masses calls them, caught getting cozy with some of the locals.
Sybil, I'd like the record to show that although I support you as a friend, your latest project makes my skin decidedly crawly.
Me too, and I like it.
Of course, Max would be into the creepy stuff.
There's nothing like good, hard-nosed journalism.
You said it. It's time to find out the real answers to the real questions.
Like, what did those poor cattle do to deserve that?
No. What do aliens do for romance? Do they love? How do they get their otherworldly thrills?
By playing slots in Keno? That'd explain why they're always seen in Nevada.
How do they get their otherworldly thrills? I mean, who knows?
Have you learned anything interesting since you started this, magazine?
I learned why Elvis had such an otherworldly voice.
Elvis was not an alien.
Sure he was. He just wore makeup to cover his emerald green skin.
Frankly, Sybil, this project is disturbing, as well as distressingly intimate.
Like seeing Stephen King getting a hot butter massage.
Oh, you saw last week's issue.
I'm very concerned now.
Is anybody else an alien that we might not know about?
Dr. Phil.
Well, that goes without saying. Is anybody else an alien that we might not know about?
Yes.
She's just not going to tell us.
Is anybody else an alien that we might not know about?
Yes.
Yeah, she's just going to say yes and not
We'll be
tell us
back.
who.
Keep watching the supplies.
Keep watching. Keep watching. We must get pictures of little green men getting intimate. Yeah, basically. Alright, let's go to the studio. We put it off long enough. We were supposed to go there as soon as possible. Or, you know, whenever we decided
Where are we going,
to.
Sam?
We're going to the TV studio.
The TV studio.
Goody!
Well, here we are, Max. The TV station with programs too old to be contemporary, too new to be retro, but consistently derivative enough to be popular. WARP.
Television's so mindless, you can't help but watch.
Oddly quiet in here.
Mysteriously so.
Well, let's find this Myra character and smack some good old-fashioned sense into her.
I don't care if we smack it into her or smack it out of her, just so long as there's smacking involved.
You crack me up, little buddy.
Well then. Guess we gotta find Myra.
Need a broom, little buddy?
I don't use brooms, Sam. I necessitate the use of them.
Max does not clean, he only makes messes. Hello, ma'am.
Stand aside, casually attired stagehand. We're Sam and Max, freelance police.
We've come to save some pathetic hostages from the clutches of...
Okay, I'm gonna stop you right there. Number one, I'm not a stagehand. I am the director. The director!
Could have fooled...
Number two, we're no longer holding the auditions for animal cops with crippling mental disabilities and a lust for dance.
Oh no, we're not actors.
You got that right. I don't think I've ever seen worse acting in my entire life. And yes, I have seen Keanu Reeves' performance in Toast, the musical.
Sam, I think my hypersensitive ego may need stroking.
Don't look at me.
Next! Who's next?
You don't seem to understand. We're highly untrained police officers.
Look, hats off for dedication, guys, but I'm just not buying the police act.
I feel so invalidated.
Don't you guys have badges or something? You really should have badges.
We're looking for Myra Stump, the darling hawk of...
Do not mention that name in my presence.
Which name, Myra or Stump?
Either and or both.
What's your beef with Myra?
Let's just say Myra and I have creative differences. I'm creative and she isn't. I'm sorry, what was your question?
Well then.
You and Myra. Why the hate?
Look, Myra runs her show her way, and I run every other show my way. If she doesn't want me on her set, I could care less.
You mean you couldn't care less? If you could care less, then you do care some, which doesn't really...
No, I was right. I could care less, because I care even less about what you're saying right now.
Oh, burn!
Quiet, knucklehead.
Well then. Poor Sam, trying to do some grammar correction and getting shut down. Slapped in the face. All that good stuff.
What are you doing here, anyhow?
What am I doing here? I'm holding auditions for Midtown Cowboys. What are you doing here?
Midtown Cowboys? The critically panned but publicly adored sitcom about two cattle ranchers trying to make it in Midtown Manhattan?
Yes, well summarized.
You're hiring extras?
No, I'm hiring the stars. The two main characters went on Myra a couple days ago, and I haven't heard from them since. I need replacements ASAP.
Sam, did you hear that? If we can pass one lousy audition, sitcom stardom will finally be ours!
Rocketing to fame for the most insubstantial of reasons. That truly is the American dream.
Well then.
We'd like to apply for that instant stardom you promised?
You want to audition? Well, if there were anybody else here, I'd tell you to forget it, but okay.
All right! What do we do?
I'm going to have you play a scene from Old Yeller. Tell me you've seen it.
I'm not into horror movies.
It's the classic boy gets dog, dog gets rabies, boy shoots dog story. Max, I want you to play the boy.
Yes! boy! That is so me.
And Sam, you play the dog.
Oh.
Okay, Sam, ready? I need you to act like you've got full-blown rabies. Understand?
What's my motivation?
You're a mad dog. Now, show me Rabbit.
Grr.
No, dig deep. You should be just frothing mad.
Frothing mad, eh?
Brilliant! Now that's what I call diseased.
Thank you. Thank you. First off, I'd like to thank all the little people who...
Zip it. Okay, Max, you've just realized your dog is walking death, and you'll have to put him down for the good of society.
Really?
You're sad, you're despondent, you're grief-stricken. Now, show me the emotion.
Boo-hoo?
You call that emotion? I've seen Myra show more emotion, and she ought to be declared a national Botox reserve. Grief, I said. Give me grief.
So grief, eh? Gotta make Max cry, eh?
Perfect. Now, the fateful moment has arrived. Despite your immense grief, you must put your beloved companion out of his misery.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Idiot. What demonic force possessed you to do that?
The demonic force called acting, Sam. You should try it sometime.
Good thing I had my anti-hypnosis helmet built into my hat, or I'd have one too many holes in the head.
Bravo. Bravo! Such realism, such authenticity. I was convinced you were actually shooting him. How did you do the sound effects?
You don't want to know.
The search for the Midtown Cowboys is over. You're hired. Head to the set next door and we can begin filming immediately.
Let's hurry, Sam. We only have 14 minutes and 55 seconds of fame left.
Yes, it is a classic, Joe. I am doing Sam and Max. It is a classic, and apparently I just got hired as an actor. So, go me.
All right, people, let's get the stage set up. The celebrity host will be here any minute. Oh, right. The crew's working on Myra. Stupid, no talent, fat face.
Well then.
Weren't you just...
I think she just defied the laws of physics.
Sorry, you'd be amazed how many times a day I have to do that. Things tend to be hectic here.
Doesn't bother us a bit. Sam and Max, consummate professional actors, reporting for duty.
You said duty, Sam.
I knew you guys were right for this show.
Speaking of which, could you perhaps explain the show a bit?
Okay, here's the drill. On Midtown Cowboys, you play a pair of cattle ranchers trying to raise a herd in an apartment in Manhattan.
My Uncle Ernie did that, except it was pigs. And not in an apartment.
I only see one cow.
It's a small herd. You're struggling, okay?
Okay.
You've got this landlord, Mr. Featherly, who has a very strict no-cows policy.
Devilishly inconvenient.
I begin to see from whence the hilarity sprouts.
Yes, Featherly is always barging in, and you try to hide the fact that you have a cow in the apartment. Lots of sight gags, usually something gross winds up happening. Simple enough?
Great. Where's the script?
Well, there's a slight hitch. The cow ate most of the script, so you're going to have to ad-lib the show.
Ad-lib?
Yes, make it up as you go. Improvise.
Well, I guess our regular life has given us plenty of practice.
Don't worry, you'll be working with Philo Pennyworth, who plays Featherly. He's a brilliant actor, classically trained, Globe Theater and all that. Just set him up to do something funny, and he'll handle it from there.
Check. Anything else?
Actually, yes. We did save one line from the script, and it's really important to work it in, because it's the product placement that pays for the whole show. One of you will have to say the line.
Me, pick me!
All right, Max, your line is this. Better get the serious toothpaste.
I like it already.
The serious toothpaste.
We're as ready as we're ever gonna be. Let's start taping the show.
Okay, now remember, your landlord's at the door, and you don't want him to know you've got a cow in there. Ready? Action!
They're probably hiding a cow.
They are probably hiding a cow.
I know you're hiding a cow.
Hey, bossy.
Hey!
It's the cow.
How convenient.
Open up!
This way we can shoot a TV show about people watching a TV show.
Open up in there!
And if the show
I
they're
know
watching
you're
is the show of
hiding a
themselves
cow.
watching, the universe could fold in on itself and explode.
Hey!
Best leave it turned off then.
You're so wonderful there, Max. Well,
Open up!
oh look, a lampshade.
Let there be
Open
light.
up in there! I know you're hiding a cow!
You know we're hiding a cow.
Hey!
Are you sure we're hiding a cow?
There we
Open
go.
up!
Life of the party.
It's fire.
Aha! I know you got a... Well, well, well. Who's your guest, boys?
Well, of course, this is our chef.
This is the French chef we hired to satisfy our inexplicable, insatiable craving for omelets and duck a la ranch.
And frog's legs. I like mine extra crispy.
Oh, a French chef, eh? I love French bread and French fries. I went to Gay Paris one time myself, you know. It was back in my army days.
Well, are you enjoying your little discussion?
I don't care if it is just a prop. I'm not touching that with my bare hands.
You won't touch it with your bare hands. That's no good. Is there anything else around here? Aha, plate.
Goodness, who left this lying here?
Well, it's not lying there anymore. You just grabbed it. And now... a cow pie. And Mr. Featherly comes over.
Say, what's this? I'm sorry, what was that you said?
Said Moo Goo Gai Ban.
He said moo goo gai pan. It's a French dish the chef has just made.
Whoa, super! I'll try some of that. Where's the plate?
I can't help but feel this is all terribly wrong somehow.
Aha! Interesting.
That's one word for it.
There's a familiar flavor. Fennel, maybe?
Kentucky bluegrass, I think.
This moo-moo whatever stuff is really good. What's it called in English?
Cow pie.
Really? Well, that's funny. It sounds just like...
Spit it all out.
Better get the serious toothpaste.
Zoom in and cut. That was comic gold. The network is going to love it.
Professional actors.
I'll be in my dressing room refreshing my muse. Don't call me for at least an hour.
Nice work, you guys. Here's a clip for your reel.
Got a
Thanks.
clip.
Let's get the set back the way it was.
Well then, look at us. We are professional actors. GG, Josh? I did a GG? Is that what happened here? Well, the cooking show's this way. Head in here, see what's going on. Cooking without looking. There's lard.
That's enough lard to clog the arteries of a major metropolis.
Or start a circus of greased squirrels.
I rue the day you lost your NEA funding, Max.
I know, right, Joe? Just fly around. No need to walk anywhere, just randomly fly around.
What's the story with this show?
Cooking Without Looking? It's a cooking show aimed at Motorhead bachelors who have never seen the inside of a grocery store.
Is there a big demand for that?
You'd be amazed.
Where's the host? Is he in watching the Myra show?
No, he's one of the few who isn't. He got food poisoning while he was taping last week's show. Right in the middle, in fact.
Was it gruesome?
Yes, and unfortunately, this show goes out live.
Well, that's really unfortunate. Yes, you can just ascend to a higher being. Oh.
Can we get a tape of the show?
This one? No, it's broadcast live. We don't tape it.
How do you do that teleportation trick where you're always everywhere ahead of us?
Trade secret, honey.
It's a trade secret? Dang.
How do you keep it so clean in here?
The complete absence of anything resembling food is helpful.
Aren't there fruits or vegetables of any sort around here?
Just the crew. I never get tired of that one. Okay, actually, no. We strive for realism, and the average bachelor kitchen doesn't contain any natural plant life except mold.
Okay, fair enough.
See ya.
Probably.
Or not. You know. Chairman of the smorgasbord. Looks like there's a pot.
Welcome to Cooking Without Looking, the cooking show for the typical bachelor kitchen, containing no fruits, vegetables, or healthy ingredients of any sort. The show where we take a random assortment of condiments and barely edible items and create a meal within minutes. Filling in for Chuck Flagon this week, these guys.
Just go with it.
Oh, hello. Welcome to the show.
Thanks, Sam. It's great to be here.
Not you, Buckethead. The audience.
Oh, greetings, worshipful fans. Remember, the only reason I'm on TV is because I'm better than you.
We've got some furious cooking to do, so let's get right to it.
What are we making, Sam?
What are we making? We are making a cake.
Today we're baking a cake. Let's visit our rack of ingredients and add flavoring to the flavoring pail.
I'm pretty sure that's a pot, Sam.
Max, let's leave the cooking to me and the eating to you.
Yes, let's leave the cooking to Sam. I would teach you how to teleport, but it's a trade secret. Let's put in some pink mink oil.
A dash of pink mink oil is a must.
Max
Nothing
is the
says
best.
I last ate real food in the 80s like the inclusion of something pink.
And how about some squid tentacles?
A fistful of squid tentacles.
Ooh, that's my favorite Western.
And what about some hair gel?
Of course, you're going to want a few dashes of hair gel.
Don't worry, bachelors. As long as you use it only for cooking, no one will think you less of a man.
And, yeah, some dried dingo kidneys.
You'll want to crush up some dried dingo kidneys.
Come on, bachelors. You know you have them. Look under the sofa cushions.
Just type no clip in console. Good job. And then we'll dye it red.
Make sure to include red dye number 2.
If there's not at least some possibility of malignant tumors, it's not real bachelor cooking.
And then we put it in the oven.
Now, do we broil it, Sam?
Right you are, little buddy. Into the oven it goes. And, through the magic of TV cooking show time, one gorgeous, delicious cake, ready to be binged upon or shared amongst friends.
Oh boy, let's take it with us.
And we're done. We have made a cake.
This fridge isn't even a fridge. It's a fake.
Well then, low-budget cooking show. Just type no clip and fly everywhere. Fly left, fly right, fly everywhere. Intercom.
Hello?
Apparently nobody there. Hi, Max.
What do you want to do now that we're big shot TV stars?
Let's destroy our promising careers with a staggering cyclone of self-absorption and hedonism. Or we could try to get on the Myra show. That would be fun, too.
That would be fun, too.
This place kind of reminds me of my college apartment.
Haphazardly decorated with unfortunately colored dumpster recoveries?
I think it's mainly the missing wall.
Yeah, you know that'll do it.
You know what's wrong with television today?
There's no reality show where public officials are forced to eat bugs for their corrupt misdeeds?
It's like you can read my mind.
Dude, that would be a great show.
Let's go.
Okay.
Anyway, hello, cow.
Hey, bossy.
Let's go to Embarrassing Idol.
I just don't see how you can sing and be a judge. I don't think the public would swallow that.
Hey, Sam, do my eyes deceive me, or are those our formerly hypnotized former child star acquaintances, the Soda Poppers?
Sweet jellyfish paste on a stick, you're right. What are the odds?
Could we find another judge? What about one of those guys?
I don't suppose either of you would be interested in being a judge on Embarrassing Idol, the hot new show where we make uncomfortable entertainment out of people's misplaced faith in their own singing ability.
Oh, me! I promise I'll be completely unbiased in my abuse of the contestants.
Fine. Take a seat.
Goody! I get to sing!
Welcome back to
Oh, boy.
Embarrassing Idol. The judges are chomping at the bit, so say hello to our first contestant, Peepers.
Am I blue? Who are you? Can I fly? Well, that was a bit sloppy, but I particularly liked how you hit that high note. That always impresses me. I think you'll get my vote.
I'm definitely voting for you. After all, you are my brother.
Very impressive. You sound almost exactly like a sick cat being dragged through rusty farm machinery. But this is a singing contest, so I think I'll have to vote for someone else. Is there anyone else?
Not so far.
Yay!
Well then. This is interesting. Is it over here? Yeah. Let's see his lyrics.
Can I look at these?
Sure, take them. I've got them memorized. Am I blue? Who are you? Can I fly?
Very impressive.
So,
Is that your mug?
No, it was here when I got here, last week.
Ew.
that's kind of gross, but okay. Let me try.
Hey, can I try my pipes out on this thing?
Go right ahead. Frankly, we can use all the contestants we can muster.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our next contestant, Sam.
Hello. I'd like to do a little song I
Of
call...
course, Josh, of course.
Just like someone else's song, only somehow better.
Just like someone else's song, only better. I'm cryptic and therefore deep.
May the starfish justice not impugn.
Well then. My girl's the greatest thing since I've solved life's greatest mystery, but I'm not telling.
Thinking about the rings on the great raccoon. And so I wrote this extremely catchy tune.
And let's hear from our judges.
Bravo! Your wobbly tenor is way better than Peeper's shrill squawking.
Your stylings are quite interesting, but I noticed you never really hit a high note. Peepers is still getting my vote.
You sing beautifully, and your lyrics are enchanting. But Peepers is my brother, so I pretty much have to vote for him.
Oh.
Remember, folks, on Embarrassing Idol, the decision of the judges must be unanimous. Stay tuned for more exciting action after this.
So basically...
It's okay to sing again if you want to, by the way. Could improve your chances.
So basically, we need to figure out a way to get him unanimous. Whizzer's never going to vote for me. And if I can hit a high note, then Specs might vote. So, yeah. Funsies. Let's see. Is there any way to get to the Myra show from here? Any way at all? No? No? Anyway, that's the way. It's a poker table.
What's that thing?
I don't know. It was here when we took over the building after the .com bust.
It's a poker table. Alright. Let's go to the game show door. Who's never gonna be a millionaire?
Look, Max, there's the door to Myra's set. Let's get in there and liberate her literally captive audience.
Sam, forget the hostages. There's somebody famous. It's Hugh Bliss.
Who, Bliss?
No, Hugh Bliss. Inventor of prismatology. Help millions unlock the power of their personal color spectrums?
Right. The stage magician turned happiness guru. Like we didn't have enough of those already.
I want to meet him.
Fine. But if he magically pulls another rainbow butterfly out of somebody's ear, I'm leaving.
Aw, bye, Josh.
Hi, Hugh Bliss.
Hi, I'm Hugh Bliss.
Yeah, we know.
And you are Sam and Max, freelance police.
How do you know?
Do you believe in magic? 'Cause I do.
I believe in magic.
So, Hugh Bliss, what brings you to WARP?
I too am here to meet Myra.
How do you know we came for Myra?
Oh, oh, don't you see? I can read your mind.
As the resident doubting Thomas of this crime-fighting duo, I consider it my civic duty to say, prove it.
Okay, think of something, anything.
Yeah, Hugh Bliss is a little creepy.
6,373,411.98.
Sam?
Lucky guess.
Was it? Think of something else. Pennies on the eyes of a dead mime.
Well?
I must have been silently mouthing the words.
Really? Think of something else. Hugh Bliss is a big fat charlatan.
Was he right?
Big deal. Everyone thinks that.
Oh? Think of something else.
I got nothing else to think of. It's a little creepy.
Enough of this ridiculous farce.
Stop it.
Do me! Do me!
Oh my! And that's unspeakably depraved.
Yeah, you got it! Wow, you're amazing.
Everything Max thinks is unspeakably depraved, let's be honest.
What's your business with Myra?
I'm to be a guest on her show, silly.
Yeah, silly.
I'm spreading the word about my new book, Emetics, the Handbook for Multicolored Happiness. Take a copy when you leave.
Can you just give us the 10-word summary instead? We're on a pretty tight schedule.
10 words. Oh my! How about prismatology is the answer? Unicorns are pretty, and rainbows too. That's 10.
Prismatology is the answer. Unicorns are pretty and rainbows too. Yeah, that's 10.
Dazzle us with a feat of legerdemain, why don't you?
Okay, I'll show you the magic of prismatology in action. Pick a color, any color.
Ochre! Ochre! No, mauve! Burnt sienna!
How about a color I've heard of, Pick a color, as long as it's red, green, or blue.
Red, green, or blue?
It's not easy being green.
Oh, but it is, with magic!
Magic!
Ah, I know what you're thinking. Is it real, or is it illusion?
Well then.
Say, Hugh Bliss, can we get a picture with you for our scrapbook of instantly forgettable memories?
Splendid idea. I wish I'd thought of it. Oh, and in fact, I did. Hence the camera. Now gather round.
But how will you take the picture?
By magic.
Okay.
Say, chocolate-covered puppies.
Chocolate-covered puppies. So where's the picture, Magic Man?
Oh, my. I seem to have misplaced it. Check your pockets. Maybe I left it there.
Yes, his text color changed too. This is very true.
What's the story on this prismatology flapdoodle?
Prismatology is only the greatest intellectual, emotional, and spiritual revolution ever to grace this fair planet.
Thank goodness we have someone who can give an impartial assessment.
Shh. Tell us more.
Join Prismatology today, and you too can experience the magic of true bliss.
That goes against everything I've ever hoped for, and yet now I'm strangely attracted to the notion.
Snap out of it, little buddy. We've got a case to solve.
Yeah, Max is just enamored with Hugh Bliss, and Hugh Bliss is all about, like, peace and magic and Max is all like, bullets, 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 bullets. So yeah.
Sorry to interrupt your little joy fest, but I've got a situation here.
Never fear, pretty lady. Hugh Bliss is here.
Yeah. Anyway, our game show host went on Myra hours ago, and he still hasn't come out. Think you can fill in till he gets back?
Can a butterfly fly? Yes, it can. Oh, what do I do?
When a contestant comes to the podium, just read him a question from the card. Then, when he gets it wrong, insult him and tell him to get off the stage.
Oh, no. Prismatology teaches us to love everyone, no matter what.
Right, just read the cards.
Okay. I still love you.
Well then. Let's do this.
We've got a contestant, people! Hit it!
From somewhere deep within the bowels of WARP, it's Who's Never Going to Be a Millionaire with special guest host Hugh Bliss.
Hi, I'm Hugh Bliss.
Our first contestants are a pair of professional freelance police officers. They enjoy firing their guns randomly and running over things. Please welcome Sam and Max.
Very accurate description.
Listen, Sam, they love us!
Welcome. You know the rules. If you can answer even one question correctly, you'll walk away a millionaire.
Start loading the armored cars, Hugh, because my brain's stuffed with enough worthless trivia to power a small Chilean village for decades.
It's true!
Okay, are you ready? Oh, happy day. It's an easy one. If a man sets out from the Horsehead Nebula in a spaceship traveling at thrice the speed of light, and his father leaves from Rigel 2 at the same time going half the speed, how many nanoseconds will it be before time paradox causes the first man never to have been born?
That's an easy one.
I'm not sure, but I'll say false.
That's not really a valid answer. You lose!
This is an outrage. I demand a recount.
We do have a fabulous consolation prize, a copy of Emetics by me, Hugh Bliss.
No thanks. I'm content to leave with just my burning shame and newfound sense of inadequacy.
Okay.
Find out which poor schmuck will be the next to blow his chance at millions right after these messages.
And Hugh Bliss just rainbows away. Because rainbows are fun. Alright, well, you know, these questions are really hard. So, I got a better idea.
Hey, a perfect fit.
Much better.
We've got another contestant. Hit it!
Welcome back. Our next contestants are these guys again.
Okay, are you ready?
Yes, I am.
The question is, am I blue?
No, you're not. You're green.
No, Hugh, you're not blue.
Oh dear! Oh me, oh my! That's absolutely right!
Yes.
Congratulations! You're a millionaire!
We're rich! Filthy rich!
We just went bankrupt, so we will not be back after these messages.
I don't believe it. Well, this is awkward, but we don't actually have $1 million in cash.
Sweet mother of all quiz show scandals.
We'll have to give you $1 million worth of food stamps. They're right over there.
Hold
Well
on.
then.
Can you buy deep-fried licorice ropes with food stamps?
We'll take it. 1, 2, 3, 174, 175, 999,999, and $1 million.
Let's go spend it, Sam. It's burning a hole in my pocket.
It's putting quite a bulge in mine.
It's not even in your pocket, Max. Calm your butt. Alright. But first things first, Myra's over here.
It's polite to knock. You do know we're taping a show here.
Great day in the morning.
It's Myra Stump herself! Yourself.
Can we come in and see the show?
Can you? Don't you mean...
May we come in and see the show?
That's much better. No, we're at full capacity. The only people getting in now are famous people who are appearing on the show.
Could we be guests? We're famous.
May we appear as guests on your show?
I excel at talking about myself.
Are you famous?
Perhaps. In an internet petition, or there ought to be a law kind of way.
Not good enough. I'll need evidence of your explosive star power.
I blew up a public restroom last week.
I want to see a copy of your recording contract, for one thing.
Well, what if we...
Recording contract. And a clip from your hit TV show. You're not anybody these days if you don't act and sing.
Recording contract, TV clip.
Piece of cake.
No cake. I'm on a diet. But I will naturally need evidence of the latest juicy scandal you've been involved in.
We have to be scandalized?
Of course! What kind of show do you think this is?
Are you sure you want us to answer that?
Look, it's very simple. Show me a recording contract, a clip from your TV show, and some evidence of a scandal, and I'll squeeze you in.
Oh, is that all?
Well, okay, cool.
As it happens, we brought a clip of our wacky hit sitcom, Midtown Cowboys. We're the stars.
Well, I'm certainly impressed with how far standards for entertainment have fallen in this country.
Thanks.
But you're also going to need a recording contract and a nice, juicy scandal to be a guest on my show.
Well, cool.
Your eyes look a little spirally. Are you feeling all right?
Of course I am, sweetheart. By the way, when was the last time you brushed your teeth? And you should really be flossing.
You certainly sound like your normal self. But why are you keeping everybody in there?
I'm just doing what I always do. Slave and toil to put on the best show possible. It's just, after opening presents from well-wishers, I felt so compelled to make this show extra special.
Opening presents from well-wishers.
Don't be alarmed, but I'm beginning to suspect that you might be hypnotized.
Don't be silly. Hypnotism is just an excuse people use today to abdicate responsibility. I hate how this country's become a bushel of Bill and Betty brainwashies.
Hypnotized or not, that sounds like Myra's patented blend of lovingly cutting criticism and charismatic know-it-allatry.
Are you sure you're not hypnotized?
Of course not. I'm just inspired, and even more so than usual.
It's a significantly more subtle hypnotism, if it's hypnotism.
I'm gonna go get my autograph book. We'll be right back.
It's too nice to stay indoors. You boys should go play outside. And you should stop making that face, dear. It'll stick if you're not careful.
What face?
It's his normal face. Max always makes that face. Well, I've got, let's see, a million in food stamps. I have game show questions. I have a photo with Hugh Bliss. I have cake, shaving cream, tear gas grenade launcher, and a big gun. Well, I think I'm gonna head back to Midtown Cowboys. And let's see. Now, how the heck do I get out of here again? No, seriously, how the heck do I get out of here again? There ought to be a door somewhere. It's a game show door, that's the cooking show door. It's the embarrassing idol door. Does embarrassing idol leave me out? And then if I come all the way over here... Yeah, they set up embarrassing idol out here. That was what was confusing me so much. Alright. So, we're now back. I have a couple things I want to do here. First off, we need to talk to Bosco, because we have $1 million in food stamps, but $1 million. So we'll have to see if he can sell us that voice modulator.
It's Sam and Max. I saw you on the telly.
How do you watch TV from in there?
I've got monitors you don't even know about.
I am sure you do, Bosco. You're so paranoid. Here you go.
We want to buy something.
Quite so.
We come bearing 1 million American dollars.
Now hand over the voice modulator.
Blimey! Food stamps? I suppose I must accept them. Both the Dash government conspiracy. It's hogwash. Complete codswallop. Here, then, is your chemical-based voice modulator.
This is a helium balloon strapped to an inhaler.
But it works. Trust me, trust me.
Holy chipmunk, Ari is warbling out of a souped-up 78-speed turntable. It works.
Thanks, Bosco.
Hello, Camo. Welcome to the stream. Yep, so we paid $1 million for a helium balloon and an inhaler. It's basically the gist of that. Oh wait, I need back in there. I need back in there. I need back in here. Just because I don't want to have to drive back and forth and I forgot to talk to Wizard.
Who goes there? Oh, it's you lot.
Yep, it's us. Being awesome. I forgot to talk to Wizard, but he's allergic to ketchup, basically.
A little ketchup is always good on a cake.
So now we have a ketchup cake. So let's go, and we have a picture for Sybil. So let's go chat with her. Give her the news of the cuddly photo that she was looking for her cover. Cuddly green men. Alien love triangle. One sec, let me turn on warp drive here. See if that does what I think it does. No, it does not do what I think it does. I think it just lets me skip text. So, here we are. Hello, Sybil.
Hey, guys.
Oh,
we'll be back.
Keep watching the supplies.
Will do. Here, have a photo.
Sam, this is perfect. This photo is a capstone. It succinctly summarizes over 30 years of extraterrestrial-related photographic evidence.
Sybil, that photo is a hoax.
Exactly. I couldn't have asked for better. Now I can print the paper. Available at newsstands now.
That's so nice. I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna go. We have now been involved in a scandal. Hence the reason she refers to it as a tabloid rag. All the way down the one-way street. Max is making armpit noises, as he does. Good job, Max. Oh, there it is. Alien Love Triangle Times.
We're famous.
Hooray! Can we begin misbehaving now?
Begin?
That's how we got on the cover of the paper. Was by, quote, misbehaving, end quote. Alright, into our DeSoto. We have our tabloid rag with us scandalous stuff.
Where are we going, Sam?
We have our voice modulator, so we are going back to the TV studio because there is nothing else we can do here. National Spin the Bottle Championship. Wow. Alright, we are in the perfect spot. So, let's get over here and,
Nah.
voice modulator.
Testing. 1, 2, 3.
Well, first off, let's talk to Wizard. No, back. Sam. Sam, back.
Last time we saw you, you and your diminutive former child star brothers were in the thrall of a megalomaniac hypnotist with bad hair. What have you been up to since then?
Well, after you hit us over the head...
Repeatedly.
Our careers have taken an upswing.
Clearly.
Hey, being a judge on Embarrassing Idol is a tremendous opportunity.
I'm feeling the magic already.
Can you feel the magic?
Tell me, old judge, what gruesome qualities do you look for in a singing performance?
Fraternity. I'm voting for Peepers no matter what. He's my brother. The one who didn't forget my birthday today, I might add.
I said I was sorry.
Wow.
Happy birthday.
Thanks. I'm glad somebody remembered.
I said I was sorry. What more do you want?
A treat would be nice.
Isn't this also St. Boniface Day?
Patron saint of carnivorous plants and spiky things? I think that's next week.
Of course Max would remember that day.
What kind of perks go with this gig? Do you get fancy dressing rooms and candy sorted by color?
Ooh, craft services food. Have them bring me a roasted Canada goose stuffed with lightly bruised olives, please.
Not likely. I ordered a cake for my birthday, but they never brought it.
I think the craft services crew all went in to watch the Myra show, like everybody else.
All we got was a basket of tomatoes. Ugh.
What's wrong with tomatoes, Whizzer?
What kind of preposterously un-American weasel are you that you don't like tomatoes?
I like them just fine, but they don't like me.
What do you mean?
I once spent 12 hours in the bathroom after mistakenly eating a cucumber that was sitting next to a tomato on the plate.
Say no more. Can you eat those little cherry tomatoes? They're small.
No! No tomatoes, tomato juice, tomato paste, nothing, or I'll be out of commission for hours.
Well, that is most unfortunate.
Enjoy your judging. Catch you later.
Uh-huh.
Well, how about some nice cake?
Happy birthday.
Oh, boy! Birthday cake! That red frosting looks tasty. Excuse me. Boy, that was really... really... Uh-oh. Time out for number 2!
Well,
What the? Darn it! He'd better not be going to see Myra. Well, anyway, we can't wait. We'll just have to finish the show with only 2 judges. Whatever you guys agree on goes.
Vote for me!
yep, vote for Peepers. Use my voice modulator here.
Testing. 1, 2, 3.
And to the mic.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our next contestant, Sam.
Hello. I'd like to do a little song I call
Bottleneck on the Freeway of Doom.
Bottleneck on the Freeway of Doom. May the starfish justice not impugn.
My girl's greatest. I'm cooler and hipper than you will ever be.
Playing cocktail angst on my pursuit.
And admire me.
All the girlies hear me and they salute.
And let's hear from our judges.
I admire your courage even more than your singing. You've still got my vote.
Thanks, little buddy.
You really nailed that high note. Whoa! And you're less sloppy than my brother is. You've got my vote. Hey!
All of the remaining judges have agreed. We have a winner.
No!
Congratulations, Sam. Here's your recording contract.
Bin Bottom Records. It's like a dream come true.
Specs, I'll get you for this if it's the last thing I do. Right after I get back from Mount Rushmore. Rushmore? I'd better go after him.
I just remembered. I have to feed my goldfish.
Are we still taping?
Be sure to join us next time on Embarrassing Idol.
I love it. Max is just sitting there. Are we still taping? I'm a judge. Are we still taping? Well, let's go back to Myra's show because we have our scandal and we have our recording contract. So we are almost done. And let us skedaddle on through the game show door. Had to remember which door it was. So we can skedaddle on through here and continue skedaddling on through here. And talk show door. Hi, Myra.
Yes? Oh, you two again. Well, what is it? You've got the length of one commercial break to explain yourselves.
We want to get on your show.
Remind me what your requirements are for guests on your show.
Of course, dear. I'll need to see your recording contract, a clip from your TV show, and some evidence of a juicy scandal.
What if we have our own video game?
Video games? Ugh, those things will ruin your eyes. They're awful.
Well then, have a recording contract.
We do have a recording contract. Bin Bottom Records. Take a look. You should have us on as guests.
I like my guests to be celebrities audiences are talking about. Have you been embroiled in any juicy scandals lately?
Our landlady thinks I'm the one who broke the dryer in the basement.
Come back when the media is talking about you. And don't forget to wash behind your ears first.
Well?
Actually, we graced the cover of the current edition of the Alien Love Triangle Times. How's that for a scandal? You'll have us on your show now, yes?
Oh, I suppose so. If only so I can talk about America's lamentably endless fascination with depravity.
Yay!
Naturally, I will expect you to be on your best behavior and agree with everything I say and answer every question I have and don't interrupt and keep your elbows off the table and use your indoor voice.
What about...
While you're on my show, you stay in your seats at all times. You do not interrupt me when I'm talking and you treat the audience with the utmost respect, even if you become less sure with each passing year that they deserve it. Now, I'll call you on stage in a minute.
Gosh, Max. Celebrity is just a never-ending set of arbitrary goals one accomplishes to appease a dismissive and distracted, if not entirely absent, authority figure.
I don't know if I agree, Sam, but I've begun my decadent slide into a depraved personal hell just in case.
Yeah, agree with everything she says. Yeah.
Give her a hand, everyone! Bessie Bovine reading from her new book, The Heart Has Four Stomachs, Ruminations on a Life in Hollywood, out now in all major bookstores. This microphone is starting to spark from overuse, but that doesn't mean we're ready to pack it in. We've got the stars of the not-quite-canceled sitcom Midtown Cowboys, who also happen to be the winner and judge of TV's Embarrassing Idol. Ladies and gentlemen, Sam and Max.
Look at us, we're famous.
Hold the hayride, little pal. That bear seems more than slightly hinky, in the mesmeric sense of the term.
Shadier than a fat man's ankles.
Let's take it down like ducks in a gutter.
Hold it! My guests sit at that end.
But that bear has got you...
Sit!
We'll just sit where you want us to, ma'am.
Lovely.
What gives, Sam? Why can't we just grab the bear?
It would appear that the laws of physics are different on the set of a talk show, little buddy. We're gonna have to play along.
Sam and Max, you're talented, hot news celebrities who've taken the entertainment world by storm. So naturally, we all want to hear everything about your involvement in the scandal detailed in the Alien Love Triangle Times.
Hakuna Matata. What a wonderful phrase. Means no worries for the rest of your days.
There's something you should know about that picture in the Times.
I'm not sure I want to know anything more. Maybe you big Hollywood types thinks it's funny to flaunt your polyplanetary pickups, but the rest of us find alien love triangles, frankly, disgusting.
But the photo is not quite what it seems.
How so?
How so? How so? There was someone else involved.
It doesn't tell the whole story. There's someone else involved. Someone the picture doesn't show.
How shocking. Who?
Who? Who?
Bessie Bovine, our co-star on Midtown Cowboys.
No.
Oh my! Audience, shall we bring her back out again? Well, Bessie, what do you say to these allegations? Is that so? Bessie, shockingly, you're the only voice of common sense in Hollywood. You are to be commended. Why don't you relax with some sweet grass backstage while I browbeat my audience into blah, 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 yak, yak, yak. Blah, 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 yak, yak.
May I have a drink of water?
Are you the host of this talk show?
No.
Then no. Blah, blah, blah,
Oh,
blah, yak,
goodness.
yak, 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 bloody, 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 bloody.
Humanity's
yakety,
not
yakety,
safe while
yakety,
that
yakety,
mysterious
yakety,
little
yakety,
hypno bear is
yakety,
on the
blah,
loose.
blah, blah.
Are we part of
Blah,
humanity,
blah.
Sam?
Not
Blah,
technically,
blah,
but
blah,
we're
blah,
in danger
yak,
too.
Yak, 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 bloody, 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 bloody.
I'm not
yakety,
touching
yakety,
that
yakety,
thing.
yakety,
I'd
yakety,
probably
yakety,
get
yakety,
shot.
yak, blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah.
Well then.
Blah, 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 blah. Yak, 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 bloody, 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 bloody. Yakety, yakety,
She appears
yakety,
to have
yakety,
plenty
yakety,
to say
yakety,
already.
yak, blah, blah, blah.
She does.
Ah, yes. Where were we? I think we were discussing the alien love triangle times and that nasty, scandalous affair of yours.
Rip Deimos. Oh, good.
I'd like to talk about me.
I prefer my guests' naked egos to be just a little less naked, dear.
Oh, absolutely, Myra. That's exactly what Reese Butterfingers told me when sniping river rats at Cannes. She thought I had the cool-eyed aim of a professional.
Are you sure you wouldn't rather talk about your alien love triangle shenanigans?
I'd like to talk about myself.
And a project you're working on, perhaps?
You said it, Myra. I am an ongoing project, like a golden calf or a graven image. I'll only rest once people are sacrificing their firstborn unto me. Also, I'd like to direct.
Fame went to your head quickly, dear.
It's a short trip.
Are you sure you wouldn't rather talk about your alien love triangle shenanigans?
Not right now.
Let's talk about you, Myra.
Me? What could anyone want to know about me?
Maybe they'd like to know how honored you are to have me, Max, brilliant actor and acerbic wit, on your show.
Are you sure you wouldn't rather talk about your alien love triangle shenanigans?
Yes, sacrifice your firstborn.
I'd like to mention my pal Sam and something that happened the other day.
Anecdotes about other celebrities, even ones as dubious as you two, are always welcome.
Well, I was battering this purse snatcher with a broken parking meter and screaming, "Die! Why won't you die?" And Sam said, "You crack me up, little buddy."
The point being?
I crack Sam up.
Are you sure you wouldn't rather talk about your alien love triangle shenanigans?
Yes, Max just cracks us up.
I'd rather talk about our smash hit sitcom, Midtown Cowboys.
Okay, let's talk. You two have become the new breakout stars of a flaccid, dissolute sitcom in its final days. How wonderful for you.
Thanks, we brought a clip.
You certainly did. I had a chance to watch it, and I refused to show it to my audience. It has a shocking joke involving a cow pie. It's a sad commentary on today's culture when the cow pie, once a staple of the American diet, blah, 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 yak, 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 yak.
I see why Myra only lets big stars on her show.
They're easier targets?
If you're big enough, there still might be something left when she's finished.
Blah, 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 yak. Ah, yes. Where were we? I think we were discussing the alien love triangle times and that nasty, scandalous affair of yours.
No, we are still police officers, Deimos. It's just we also had to act and sing and become celebrities involved in a scandal to get on her show, because she's hypnotized.
I'd like to talk about that charming yet mildly insidious-looking bear on your desk. Can I see it?
I don't know, Sam. Can you?
May I see it, please?
No, you may not. And if I may say so, if there's one thing that grills my chicken, it's how our culture is in a state of modal decay. Can is not the same as may. Should is not the same as blah, blah, blah. Yak, blah, 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 blue, blue, blue.
Hopefully she'll be off on her tri-state nagging spree for a while.
Blah, 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 yak, yak, yak.
Humanity's
yak,
not
bloody,
safe
bloody,
while that
bloody,
mysterious
bloody,
little
yakety,
hypno
yakety,
bear is on
yakety,
the loose.
yakety, yakety,
Let's
Are we
yakety,
part
yak,
of humanity,
blah,
Sam?
blah,
Not
blah,
technically,
blah.
but we're in danger too.
Blah, 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 yak, 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 bloody, 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 yakety, 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 yakety,
Unwise
yakety,
in front of a
blah,
live
blah,
studio
blah,
audience.
Blah, blah.
Aw,
Blah,
dang
blah,
it.
blah, blah, yak, 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 bloody, 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 yakety, 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 yakety,
I'd like to
yakety,
shave that
yak,
skeevy
blah,
little
blah,
puppet bald, but
blah,
it's too
blah.
far away.
Blah, blah,
Also,
blah,
I haven't got a
blah,
razor.
Yak, 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 bloody,
I
bloody,
need to
bloody,
get her to
bloody, yakety,
spill
yakety,
her.
Yakety, 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 yak, blah. Put that away right now. Blah, blah, blah,
I need
blah,
to get her
yak,
to
yak,
spill
yak,
her
yak,
water.
Bloody, 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 yakety, 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 yak, blah, blah, blah.
blah, blah.
Testing.
Blah,
1,
blah,
2,
blah, blah.
3.
Yak, 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 bloody, 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 bloody.
May I have a drink of water?
Are you the host of this talk show?
No.
Then no.
Blah, 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 blah. Yak, 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 yak.
Got a
bloody,
second,
bloody,
little buddy?
bloody, bloody.
Now
Yakety,
that we're
yakety,
big
yakety,
stars,
yakety,
I'd
yakety,
normally
yakety,
ask
yak,
that your
blah,
people
blah,
call
blah.
my people to set
Blah,
up a
blah.
meeting. But
Blah,
since
blah,
we're
blah,
old
blah.
friends...
Yak, 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 yak. Bloody, bloody, bloody,
We've
bloody.
gotta stop
Yakety,
this
yakety,
TV
yakety,
program.
yakety, yakety, yakety,
Stop
yakety,
it.
yak,
It's
blah,
the
blah,
greatest
blah.
moment of my deeply
Blah, blah.
superficial life.
Blah, blah,
Nonetheless,
blah,
we'll be
blah.
trapped here
Yak,
forever
yak,
if we don't
yak,
do
yak,
something.
bloody, bloody, bloody,
Look,
bloody.
unless you
Yakety,
take out
yakety,
Myra
yakety,
or that
yakety,
bear,
yakety,
or
yakety,
both,
blah,
you'll
blah,
never
blah.
stop it.
Blah,
I
blah.
say, relax and
Blah,
enjoy
blah,
the
blah, blah.
unreal,
Yak,
soul-hollowing
yak, yak,
ride.
bloody, 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 bloody. Yakety, yakety,
The real
yakety,
threat
yakety,
here
yakety,
isn't Myra
yakety,
at all.
yakety,
It's
blah,
that
blah,
bear.
blah. Blah, blah.
I know. Nothing
Blah,
that cute
blah,
should be
blah,
allowed to
blah.
exist.
Yak,
But
yak,
Max-
It has
yak,
Myra in
bloody,
some
bloody,
sort of
bloody, bloody.
hypnotic
Yakety,
thrall.
yakety, yakety, yakety,
You made
yakety,
that
yakety,
word up.
yakety, yak, blah,
Possibly,
blah,
but
blah.
that doesn't make it
Blah,
less
blah.
true.
Max,
Blah,
you're
blah,
cute.
blah,
Are you
blah.
sure
Yak,
you say you
yak,
don't want to
yak, yak,
exist?
bloody, 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 bloody. Yakety,
According
yakety,
to the
yakety,
ultra-strict
yakety,
rules of
yakety,
talk show
yakety,
reality,
yak,
we're
blah,
stuck
blah,
sitting
blah.
over here,
Blah,
possibly
blah.
permanently.
Blah,
At least
blah,
it's
blah,
comfortable.
blah. Yak,
True,
yak,
but we
yak,
can't do
yak,
much from
bloody,
here.
bloody, bloody, bloody.
Celebrities
Yakety,
don't
yakety,
always have to
yakety,
do
yakety,
things for
yakety,
themselves.
yakety, yak,
They
blah, blah,
perform
blah.
and have people do
Blah,
everything
blah.
else for them.
Blah, blah, blah,
Oh my
blah.
goodness,
yak,
Max.
yak, 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 bloody, bloody, bloody,
such a big
bloody.
head.
Yakety, 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 yakety,
Never
yak,
mind.
blah, blah,
Then I
blah.
shall return to the
Blah,
warm
blah.
womb of manufactured
Blah,
celebrity.
Blah, blah, blah. Yak, yak,
Oh,
yak,
boy.
yak,
Okay,
bloody,
let's
bloody,
see.
bloody. Yakety, 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 yak, blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. Yak, 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 bloody, bloody, bloody,
Unwise
bloody.
in front of a
Yakety,
live
yakety,
studio
yakety,
audience.
yakety, 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 yak, blah, blah, blah.
But it's just a tear
Blah,
gas
blah.
grenade launcher.
Blah, 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 blah. Yak, 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 bloody, 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 bloody. Yakety, 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 yak, blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah.
Hey, Max.
Blah, blah,
Speak.
blah, blah. Yak, yak, yak,
Speak
yak, bloody,
now,
bloody,
if I'm
bloody.
holding
Being able to
peace.
get up and move
Yakety,
around
yakety,
drives me
yakety,
crazy.
yakety, yakety,
We're
yak,
on a talk
blah,
show.
blah, blah.
Let's flap our
Blah,
self-important gums until the
blah.
cows
Blah,
come
blah,
home.
Blah, blah. Yak, 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 yak.
According to the
bloody,
ultra-strict
bloody,
Yeah, it's
bloody.
that again.
Yakety, yakety,
At least
yakety,
it's
yakety,
comfortable.
yakety,
True.
yakety, yakety,
So
yak,
everything
blah,
else-
Blah, blah. Blah,
All
blah.
right,
Never mind.
Then I
Blah,
shall...
blah, blah, blah.
You return to the warm
Yak, yak,
room
yak,
of-
blah.
Can't we sit over there?
You'll sit where you are and like it, mister.
Yes, ma'am.
Blah, 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 blah. Yak, 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 yak.
Ugh.
Bloody, 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 bloody. Yakety, 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 yakety,
I just want her to
yakety, yak,
spill the
blah,
water.
Blah, blah.
That's all I
Blah, blah,
want.
blah, blah. Yak, 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 yak. Bloody, bloody,
Nope.
bloody, bloody. Yakety, yakety, yak.
Would you like some whipped cream for whatever it is you have in that glass?
It's water, so no.
Blah, 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 blah. Yak, yak,
We
yak,
tried.
yak. Bloody, 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 bloody. Yak.
You look like you could use a shave, Myra.
Well, I never.
Blah, 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 blah.
She's
yak,
very
yak,
offended.
Yak, yak, bloody, 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 bloody. Yakety, 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 yakety,
No,
yakety,
thanks.
yakety, yak. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah.
No dice.
Blah, 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 blah.
I
Yak,
tried.
yak, yak, bloody, 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 bloody. Yakety, yakety, yakety,
I tried.
yakety, 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 yak. Blah, blah,
All right.
blah.
And the game
Blah,
show
blah.
questions aren't going to do me any good.
Blah,
No
blah,
can do.
Blah, blah, yak, yak, yak,
Nah.
yak, bloody, bloody, bloody.
I can't get close
yakety,
enough to
yakety,
do that.
yakety, yakety,
Not
yakety,
that you'd want
yakety,
to anyway,
yak,
blah, blah,
blah,
blah. Got
blah,
it.
blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. Yak, 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 yak. Bloody, 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 bloody. Yakety, yakety, yakety,
Testing.
yakety, yakety,
1,
yakety,
2,
yakety, yak.
3.
Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah.
Ah, yes. Where were we? I think we were discussing the alien love triangle times and that nasty, scandalous affair of yours.
Well then.
There's more you should know about that picture in the Times.
What's that?
It's not a picture of an alien at all. That's Hugh Bliss.
Hugh Bliss? The highly respected founder of Prismatology? Don't be ridiculous. Why, I've had him on my show before, and he certainly isn't green. What are you really hiding?
How much I'm scared of being buffeted by another gust of Hurricane Myra?
Flattery will get you nowhere, mister. I don't know about you, audience, but as a girl, I was taught that flattery was the worst possible way to blah, 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 yak, yak, yak.
Blah, 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 blah. Yak,
Yes,
yak,
the
yak,
tear bomb
yak.
gun
Bloody,
still
bloody,
shoots
bloody,
out
bloody.
onions,
Yakety,
but,
yakety,
you know,
yakety, yakety,
doesn't
yakety, yakety,
do me
yakety,
much
yak.
good if I
Blah,
can't
blah,
pull it
blah.
out.
Blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. Yak, 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 yak. Bloody, 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 bloody. Yakety, yakety,
I
yakety,
want her
yakety,
to spill
yakety,
her water.
Yakety yak. Ah, yes. Where were we? Scandalous?
Yeah. Yes. Scandalous affair. Blah, blah, blah.
I'd like to sing a song from my upcoming album, Feathers and Furious Scribbling.
I'm almost certain the audience might probably enjoy that.
howling at that drippy old hunk of moon. She's at brunch today with some baboon. And so I wrote this extremely catchy tune.
Thank you, Sam, for putting the num back in musical number.
What a wonderful way to remind our audience that you don't have to be talented to be famous. And a perfect segue into my latest tirade about the lamentable state of modern popular music. I mean, blah, 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 yak, 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 bloody, 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 yakety, yak, yak, yak. Blah, 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 yak, 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 bloody, 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 yakety, yakety,
Well
yakety,
done. Now I have my
yakety,
banjo.
yakety, yakety.
I'd like to sing my song again.
Normally, I'd protest. But after 3.5 days on the air, I'm a little starved for content.
Howling at that drippy old hunk of moon. She's at brunch today with some baboon.
Yak, yak,
And
yak.
so I wrote this extremely catchy tune.
Lovely. Mainly because it allows me once again to rail against popular music. Kids today, blah, 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 yak, 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 blah, 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 yak, 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 bloody, 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 yakety, 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 yak, blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah,
Testing.
blah, blah,
1, 2, 3.
Oh, yes, that's right.
Yakety, 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 yakety.
Scam
like
can
to
shatter
sing,
gas.
if I may.
Scam can shatter glass.
Is that wise?
Howling at that drippy old hunk of moon.
Whoa! Careful there, Tiger. That was wonderful. I'm so moved I almost don't have a long hectoring screed in me. Oh no, wait! There it is! Thank goodness! Self-referential songwriting is a dangerously blah 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 yak 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 yak. Blah blah.
Don't
blah,
I start
blah,
to what?
Yak 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 yak.
Blah, 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 yak, 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 yak.
Yakety yakety yakety
Anyway.
yakety yak. Ah yes. Where were we? I think we were discussing the alien love triangle times and that nasty scandalous affair of yours.
Oh, yes, of course.
There's more you should know about that picture in the Times.
What's that?
Blah, 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 yakety, 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 yakety. Someone else involved.
There are still others involved.
Incredible. Who?
Philo Pennyworth.
As I'm sure most of you know, Philo Pennyworth is the actor who plays Mr. Featherly on Midtown Cowboys. And we happen to have him backstage. Let's bring him out! Philo, give us your side. Is it true?
Myra, please, of course not. I'm a veteran of the British stage. I'd never be caught cavorting with a dog, a rabbit, and an alien. It's so 1997.
Yikes!
I doubt we'll hear a more terrifying denial.
This year, anyone who is anyone is all about birds of prey, ring-tailed lemurs, and Bigfoot. No one will ever take you seriously at the Globe Theatre otherwise.
And there you have it. I'm so shocked, I'm going to talk for at least the next 5 minutes about blah, 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 yak, yak, yak.
Blah, 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 yak, yak, yak.
Blah, blah,
Hello,
blah,
Crimson
yak,
Ifrit
yak,
Mom.
yak, yak, bloody, bloody,
Man,
bloody,
you guys are
bloody,
here,
yakety,
like,
yakety,
right at
yakety,
the
yakety,
end.
yak. Ah, yes. Where were we? Scandal.
Yes. Scandal, blah, blah, blah.
What's that?
I want to talk about it. I want to tell you something. Someone else
doesn't-
involved.
You're joking. Who?
You know who? It was Bessie. Let's talk about
Bessie
her again.
Bovine, our co-star on Midtown Cowboys.
Oh, my. Audience, shall we bring her back out again?
At the risk of making the obvious comment, that was shocking. Is she breathing?
A little, but the creepy teddy bear is toast.
Thank goodness.
Nuts. I wanted to ask it a few questions, and maybe use it to hypnotize Katie Couric.
Another glorious dream bangs its chin on the dirty pavement. On the bright side, the audience is free to go home.
Oh, I was just getting warmed up. Do you think Myra will have us back on the show again soon?
Speaking of unlikely, did you notice we just had 2 cases in a row involving hypnotic mind control?
Complete coincidence?
Yes, I think so. The cogs of the universe synchronize in ways we're not meant to see.
Speaking of things we're not meant to see, there's a new restaurant at the zoo where you can eat what they feed the animals.
Empty popcorn cartons and cigarette butts?
And processed bread logs loaded with tranquilizers and antidepressants.
Bread logs make me logy. Let's head back to the cooking show set and see if we can figure out how to make fried pork rinds.
Okay, but I get the feet.
To Myra, love the toy mafia. Ooh, looks like there's another step to go. So yeah, I mean the next one is about the toy mafia, so finish this chapter, this section, this game. And yeah, we fried the studio. Not the mafia. Yes, the mafia. Another one. You want another one, Joe. But Joe, I'm tired. Been streaming for an hour and a half, Joe. I'm doing a stream per game. I'm not doing them all in one stream. Fight me. Oh, and maybe next time we can see Bosco in some other ridiculous outfit. So maybe next time he won't be British anymore. Maybe next time he'll be something else. You're thinking of my fans with the blah 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 yak yak yak? I will go ahead and rest. Thank you very much. Oh, you meant another mind control case. Got it, Joe. Got it. Alright, well, thanks everyone for coming out. And I look forward to seeing you all next time. So, see you then.